guys, what's up? It's your girl NeyahNecole, and I am back with another video. I always get asked on Instagram, like DM'd about like relationship advice. I'm single, y'all, and y'all be asking me about cheating and stuff. So I'm going to let you in on my dating life and tell y'all one or two stories about when I got cheated on. If you want to see this cute little makeup little situation I got going on and you want to hear about my non-existent dating life, then continue to watch. So I recently went and got this NYX's No Filter Blurring Primer. I'm, for the most part, mad oily. This smell is kind of strong. Good God, NYX. People keep DMing me on Instagram asking me relationship questions. Y'all, I don't know nothing about no relationships. Like, I'm half retarded. No, I'm just playing. I mean, of course, I've had my small share of dealing with a couple of people. They've never, as you can see, I'm single, so clearly they didn't work out. Like, it didn't work out. I mean, people always ask me, like, oh, how would you handle this situation? How would you handle? I be telling them, like, sis, I ain't got no relationship advice for you, sis. Like, I got cheated on, getting cheated on, just like you. Like, sis, I can't help you, sis. Like, all I can tell you is that either you're going to leave or you're going to stay, and only person that's going to make that decision ultimately is you. I can't help you make that decision. Ask me like, oh, when you got cheated on, what did you do? I went off, read them their rights, and I cut. I mean, it wasn't that simple. We all know that. But, okay, I'll tell you the story. So, the first time I got cheated on was my first real boyfriend, I guess you can say. And I was in the 10th grade. Yeah, 10th grade. And he's a well-known person now, so I'm not going to, like, say his name or anything like that. He's definitely known in this world. His family is known in this world. His family has been known in this world. So, yeah. So, I dated him some of my 10th grade and some of my 11th grade. And I mean, stuff was pretty normal. I mean, we had most of the same classes. We went to a very small school. Went to an art school in Oakland. So, for the most part, we seen each other all day, every day. Because we pretty much, for the most part, had the same classes. So, nothing really too simple. So, one summer. Yeah, summer. We were both in summer school. I went to Paris for like 2.5 weeks or something like that. And I get back and, you know, everything's like normal or whatever. Then I know nothing about it. He doesn't say anything about it. The girl never says anything about it. But school year starts. Cousin went to the school. Like, this is my actual cousin. Like, this is family. So, in high school, we always fell out. Like, we always had an issue. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's her Gemini to my Taurus. Like, we were always into it. So, I guess we get into it or whatever. And she's like, and that's why I went to one whoop, And I'm like, well, when this happened? Because I'm dumbfounded, like, sis. Like, really, sis? Like, okay. So, I asked her because the girl that he supposedly cheated on me with was, like, one of my best friends. So, I'm asking her and she's sitting here denying it. Mind you, this girl is like the churchy girl, like the holy, like holier than thou girl of the school. So I asked her, she was like, girl, no, like I would never, like, that's your dude, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I say something to him and he like, yeah. And I'm like, wait, hold up, pause. What you mean, yeah? And he like, well, you was gone and you would never do nothing and she was down for it. And I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, okay, well, you got it from her because you wasn't getting it from me. I'm not in that ministry. Like, that's not the life that I'm living. Like, okay, cool. And then, so I go back and I ask her, like, okay, well, why did you lie? Like, he just sat here and he told me the absolute truth and you're sitting here and you're still lying. She like, he's lying on his bleed. You know what people say, you know, you be lying on your little wee wee or whatever. He's lying. I would never. My parents would kill me. The whole nine. And I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, okay, yeah, you're like your daddy the pastor, the whole nine. So I had told him like, okay, I'm done, I'm over. Like, if you want to do her, go do her. Like, you're not finna be doing that with me. Like, you're not finna be going back and forth. So he like, okay, whatever. So it was like over and done with. So a couple weeks later, he like texts me to be like, oh, let's get back together, like, let's talk or whatever, like, can we go to lunch, because we had off-campus lunch at this school. He like, can we go to lunch? And I'm like, sure, whatever, like, oh, I'm like, okay, we can go to lunch. So he's like, I want to prove to you that I'm not lying. He was like, not lying as in we didn't do anything, but he's like, I'm not lying as far as like she's saying we're not doing nothing. I'm like, okay, like, so what are you going to show me? He recorded it, y'all. I was like, oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. And I'm like, okay. So then he also showed me like some pictures that she had sent him. And I'm like, no, she didn't. This is the preacher's kid. Like, no. No. So I'm like dumbfounded, like, yo. So I'm like, I say something to her. I'm like, okay, well, he showed me pictures. I didn't seen a video. Like, what's really good, sis? Fast forward, like, my whole high school years, I hated her. Like, after, like, that was not my friend. I hated her. I tricked her every time I could possible. I made her life a living hell in high school. Like, I know her whole junior year. She hated me. She hated herself. No, I was not a bully, but I definitely, like, for sure, made her life a living hell. Like, to the point where, like, when we were in the same class, like, we would dead ass, like, throw shit at her, like, because I won't say I was one of the popular kids, but I was one of the more energetic, cool people. So, we were, like, tortured this girl. Like, she hated us, we hated her, whole nine. Like, if I didn't like her, nobody liked her. So, that's what that was. So, she became this real life, like, skeezer in high school, y'all. Like, she was just, like, screwing everybody's man. But she would, like, sit and lie about it. So, like, I don't remember who exposed her. Like, I don't remember who exposed her. You know how PKs are. I mean, I'm sure all y'all know how PKs are, but yeah. So, anyways, that story, I got cheated on. The dude I was messing with cheated on me with one of my best friends in 10th grade. And long story short is I tortured her all high school. So that's the story of one of me getting cheated on. So sis, you see how that panned out. Second story of me getting cheated on. So there was this guy that I was talking to my first 2 years in college. And we know, like, mutual people. We always in the same mutual place. This story is awkward. Like, very awkward. But whatever, who cares? So we were, like, talking, dating. Somebody hooked us up. Well, not really hooked us up, but, like, we became cool based off mutual people that we know. So, we were, like, you know, talking, hanging out, whatever, whole nine. Never really established the relationship ever, but when you seen him, you seen me. Still never did nothing. I'm saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost, okay? Still never did nothing. So, we are, like, talking, whatever, and then he moved for school or whatever, and we were, like, still talking, like, every day, whole nine, like, even when I had his schedule, he had my schedule. Till one day, somebody that I know went to where he went to school. And I don't think they intentionally knew, but they had, like, Snapchatted or, like, Instagrammed or something, a picture of him and a girl. And I didn't flip. I didn't anything. Like, I didn't do nothing. Like, I just literally just, like, cut all communication off from him. I blocked him from everything. I just, like, stopped talking to him. Then one day he came back into town And that was kind of awkward because like we were like there, and he was like there, and then people were like, "Oh, y'all not speaking," and I'm like, "No, we not speaking." And then they was like, "Why?" And I didn't like want to say why or whatever. And then I just like hated his guts for years. Like this time last year was the first real time we've spoken in 2.5, 3 years. Like that's how much I hated his guts. So we finally went and sat down and talked. And he was just like, "Oh, well, I moved and we weren't in the same place. So I didn't think we were still together or talking, whatever." And I'm like, "But we was talking every day. Like, how would you not know that, whatever?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I forgive you. Like, I mean, we're grown now." But we start like kicking it a little heavy again, talking real often. Okay, like no, like this has to stop. Like we're not about to play this game again. So then I asked him one day, like, "Okay, so what is this? What are we doing on nine?" And he like, "Well, I'm just trying to redeem myself." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, when somebody says trying to redeem themselves, whatever." 4th of July, to be exact. I get on Snapchat and there's a video of him at the fair, y'all. And he ain't at the fair with me. He ain't at the fair with his mama or his sister. So I'm like, who you at the fair with? So when I asked him, he blocked me off of Snapchat, y'all. Like, blocked a kid. And I was like, oh, okay. So being the emotional little bird that I am, I was pissed. Like, I blocked his number. When I seen him a couple days later, I literally, like, gave him the ugly stank eye. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Like, it was real life bad, bad, bad. So recently, we started, like, chopping it up again. Like, within, like, the last month, we started, like, chopping it up again. And, he just, like, told me, like, "You're such a good girl," type of thing is what he was saying. And, you weren't necessarily, like, what I wanted at the time. He was like, "You're somebody that I would want to marry." He was like, "But like right now, I'm not looking for marriage, and you're not either. So, hey, sis, you sitting here asking me for relationship advice? I get cheated on, sis." And so that's my story about me getting cheated on.
Yes, you are like the sun, so always stay bright.
And make that really clear. I don't want you guys to like get the perceived notion that, oh, she's a saint. Even though I always say I'm saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Spirit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am. I go to church. I'm, very well known in my Bible and stuff like that. But no, I'm not a saint. I'm not perfect, and I don't proclaim to be. So I just want to clarify that, just so it didn't come off that way. Okay.
I don't look like her, and I don't want what's on my head. But baby girl, don't be misled. Yeah.
I'm going to take my NYX matte setting spray. I'm just going to the beauty blender and press all that beautifulness into the skin. I'm also going to take my pixie spray. That's all I'm going to do. Just a slight, not too much. So can any of y'all relate to these F-boys out here, just out here doing whatever they want to do? Can y'all relate? I don't entertain these dudes. Like, if you able to get my attention, you must have really did something for me to really be like, oh, you got my attention. Other than that, I don't pay y'all no mind. But I hope you guys like this makeup look. I really enjoy it. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hell, even turn on that push notification so you know when I upload. Okay? I will see you guys in my next video. I love you so much. Have a blessed day. Bye, guys. Ooh, shit is big, honey.